Hello, everybody. Welcome back to KPX. I am Adam, and over there,
Hey, it's Casino. What are we
Kazim.
doing today, Adam?
Oh my goodness. Well, we got Billie Eilish. Does anyone know her out there? Is anyone
Yeah,
familiar?
I'm pretty sure the world is.
Yes, I'm pretty sure the whole world knows who Billie Eilish is.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Today,
was impossible to escape her
no.
for years now.
Yes, I would be surprised if I met someone who didn't heard of her now. But anyway, we're reacting to Billie Eilish's Lunch today, and yeah, excited to see what she's up to and see what her new musical endeavors are. So let's start off with context. How about that? Like, let's start off where we at with Billie Eilish and stuff. You want to start off?
Yeah. I knew Billie Eilish existed, but the first time that I went out of my way to listen to her intentionally was when "You Should See Me in a Crown" was on FIFA,
Okay, that
and I was
grounds.
playing.
Yeah,
Uh, Side note: FIFA introduces you to some baller music, but
yes.
onwards. Um, you Should See Me in a Ground was on FIFA, and I was like,
Mm,
I don't really care about the singer. I need to find out who produced this song, and it's her older brother, as it
mm,
turns out,
yeah.
which is funny, actually. Cool, really cool. Um, but I listened to that song. I listened to the whole album, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. The only song I go out of the way to listen to this day on that album is "You Should See Me in a Crown."
Gotcha.
And then she's produced a lot of other songs that were hits that haven't really landed for me in terms of regular listening, except for "Lovely" with Khalid.
Mm,
I don't know if I'm listening to that song for her or for Khalid because his voice is, hot take, maybe the best male voice currently in pop right now.
just beautiful. Yes.
Um, but it's a good song. I'm not saying she's bad on it at all. I just think that Khalid carries tracks entirely on his own. But her production's always on point. There's always good soundscaping. She's got an attitude. Even if her music that she put out was never for me, except for one song, which I do think is bad, but we'll get to that towards the end. She's always made good music. It's always been good tracks. It's never been bad. It just maybe wasn't for me. How about you, Adam?
But the only word I can really use is indifferent. Not like I to be very very upfront. That Lovely song with Khalid. Yeah, that's the only one I know by her, and I think that's the only one I have saved with her. Besides that, she's just like if she pops up, I'm like, oh yeah, she does stuff. I think I saw a music video for her doing I think maybe it was the Crown one and stuff like that. I was just like, oh okay, so she's going after this and that kind of stuff. It's just not my vibe and stuff like that. So if you have to take away anything from me, I'm just gonna say it's just indifferent. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
she exists and that's like stuff. I'm not here talking any negatives, stuff like that, but or even positives. I'm just very in the mid zone with her. But anyway, that's where I stand with her. But still, I'm excited to see what this is about because when there are new endeavors, maybe there's a new side to her, and then I'll maybe I can appreciate it, stuff like that.
I sneezed on the truth, which I guess is that we might appreciate this.
Yeah, stuff like that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
We got This is Billie Eilish's Lunch.
I could eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one. And I could never get enough. I could buy her so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush. Call me when you're there. I said I bought you something rare, and I left it under clear. So now she's coming up the stairs. So I'm pulling up a chair, and I'm pulling up my hair. Baby, I think you were made for me. Somebody write down the recipe. Been trying hard not to overeat. dances on my tongue. I know it's just a hunch, but she might be the one. I could be that girl for lunch. Yeah, she tastes like she might be the one. I could be that girl for lunch. Yeah, she tastes like she might be the one.
Okay, that was it.
There's
I
10
actually
seconds
expected
left.
another like full chorus, not just ending with the.
There's 10
deconstruction
seconds
of it.
left. I'm freaking out. Is it juking us?
Oh shit! There is 10 seconds left.
Okay,
nope,
never mind.
It's a
Just-
lie.
All right, it's a lie. Just pitch black.
That was. I hope the intern that cut that black screen got fired.
Intern. All right, everyone. So that was Billie Eilish. Oh my god, intern. What is this? What
Guys,
is this? Like you're in a
guys,
garage? doing
15
all-
seconds of a black screen is not an artistic license from a video creator. I'm sorry.
Oh man, come on. All right, everyone. So aside from the black screen, all right. So Billie Eilish, Lunch. All right, that was shorter than I expected. Just to go off the bat.
It was
like,
short. It was short.
Yeah.
It was simple.
Yes. So you want to? Yeah. So you're starting off. So you can just go ahead.
Yeah. I like the bass line a lot.
Mm.
I like her vocal melodies in the song a lot. I like the flow. That's the word I'm going to use. I like the flow of
Mm.
her voice and her lyrics and the way she delivers the lyrics. One thing I like about Billie Eilish is like her the airiness in her voice a little bit.
Okay.
It's always you feel the breath when she speaks or sings.
Mm.
It's a bit boring.
All right.
It's not bad.
We don't mince words here. So yeah. Okay.
It's not bad. I just felt it was boring.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Maybe that's a first listen issue.
yeah.
I can't look and say objectively this musically is wrong or I disagree with this choice. I do disagree with the outro bridge. I think they could have maybe played with her voice, maybe glitched it, maybe made it more interesting because the track just kind of drones on and she just kind of drones on and it's cool. I like the lyrics. I like the attitude. I like the playfulness of it a lot. But it just feels very samey for the minute and for the 3 minutes and like 4 seconds we have of the song. And then at the end, like when they do not go into the full chorus and just play with it a little bit, there's a chance to deconstruct it, maybe make it more interesting. And if we look at a lot of her other songs, there is always something cool in the track. And I feel like this track is missing that. But I'm curious to see what you think, Adam.
Okay. So I'll walk through it just very briefly about it. First 30 seconds, I was in for it. She kind of lost me after, not 30 seconds, but not too much longer after that. She kind of lost me.
Was there a specific? Was there a line? Was there a musical thing?
Actually, no. There was no moment. It was no specific moment that she did. It was the moment when this song did not evolve into anything else. It was very, very mundane. She was just doing that thing. Look, she sounded great. I love that vocal line she's doing. Like, you need a diva lunch.
The vocal line's great. Her voice is great.
It didn't. There was no variation to it. It doesn't go into other like explorations of how they can rearrange that. A glitch would have been helpful. I don't think it would fit the song, but it would have been nice on the ear. Something like that. It's exactly what you said. It's boring. Like compared to her older stuff that I've heard. I'm not a huge fan or anything, but like I've heard like this is very, very, very like stripped down. Muted. Oh, muted's a better word. Stripped down sounds different. No. Yeah, I agree with you. Muted is a much better way to say it. This is I'm sorry. If this came on the radio and it wasn't Billie Eilish, I'd be like, this is like just a nice little pop song made by some random like I don't know, new artist or some like smaller artist.
Yeah. If this had a different voice than Billie Eilish, and somebody, I'm calling it right now. Somebody's gonna say in the comments, "Well, it is Billie Eilish, so that's why we care," and that's not a reason. Right. If somebody who had a different name but had an equally airy voice, was equally talented, put the song on the radio, you would let this track finish, and you'd be like, "Cool, I forgot that existed."
Cool. Yeah, I will also make one point here since anyone who doesn't know about us, I'm more into music videos than Casino. So
This music video was fucking horrible.
so I want to say this: the music video is very much what I expect from her. She really gets what's that word? Shock value. This wasn't even great shock value or something like that. Like I remember that one I watched with the Crown one. She was like, "There's like ooze and like if you remember like, ooze and like all weird."
That was
lights
a good
and stuff.
video. The Crown.
No, no,
one.
no. I'm not saying any of that, but she goes for shock. She goes for like, "Oh, I'm gonna stain your brain." This one was just like she was wearing a couple like I mean like baggy outfits, her usual thing. She likes baggy outfits, and then she has a grill on for some of them, and she's just like staring at you.
What was the shock? The cherry? Putting a cherry in her mouth? Was that supposed to shock me?
Maybe that was ingrained. I'm not gonna remember it. Only thing I remember is her baggy outfits, but that's her thing. She loves wearing baggy outfits and stuff like that. So
Good on her.
yeah, that's fine. But
Have your fashion sense. Take it till the end of the world. No one like you do you.
yeah, yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is the music video didn't really do anything for me either, and that's just
and the bright colors and the flashing lights and just shoots of her like dancing and her smirks about it. And for the first 30 seconds, I was like, "Oh, cool! She's smirking. She's having fun. She's really talking about how she's into this person. She's really and she's dodging around these kind of upfront sexual references, but also like playful references,
Yes.
right? And like this cute nervousness, and it's cool for 30 seconds. You're like, oh, that's really cool, and then you pass that mark exactly to your point, Adam, and you're like, wait, I got everything I needed from this in 30 seconds.
yeah. I look. You don't just do variations just to do variations, but
It is a TikTok song. This is not a real song.
I think it was like that. You can clip the first 30 seconds and be like, all right, we can make a good TikTok out of this or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. I see people like in the gym with "I can eat that girl for lunch."
Hey,
right? Like I see this. I see this happening. It's gonna happen. That's what the song was made for. It was not made. It was not made for extended listening to, and that's why TikTok's a disease. But that's a different story. It's killing music.
Gotcha. I hear you.
Instagram Reels too.
Yeah, of course, short attention spans, stuff like that. I just want to get back onto the production. I didn't really speak about it. I think, and I'm gonna say, well, I'll just say it. I don't know. I was actually not very impressed by the production. It didn't. The bass was fine. The drums were fine. Stuff like that. I felt like her vocal lines were carrying out. I can't eat that girl for-" and that kind of thing. I don't know. Like, I guess I'm just a little lower on you than you, or I don't know. But from your initial reaction, I feel like I'm pretty low on the production. It was just very compared to her other stuff I've heard. Like this is very like streamlined. Even like I don't know.
It's ultra streamlined.
Like
streamlined is the word.
Okay, yeah, all right. Because I couldn't shake that feeling while listening to it, and like I want everyone to know again, like that first 30 seconds, I was like, all right, I'm here. This intro is getting me into it. Let's see where she goes. Didn't really go anywhere, so.
Yeah.
I'll
and
stop
then when it
harping on
ended,
that part.
no, and that's why when it ended, if anyone noticed, if anyone notices that reaction when it ended, I think I literally said, "Oh, it's over."
Yeah, you did say that, right?
Because I was waiting for something.
Yeah. I was, yeah. I want to leave one more thing about this. I think Billie Eilish will be. I mean, what's the word? It will be fine. This is stuff like I can see like Billie Eilish fans really like. It's like, oh, it's like a nice little. It is variety for her. I don't think she's done a song like this, but I don't have the best knowledge. She does her usual, would lack for a better word, riz in the music video. She does like you see her facial expressions, you see all this kind of stuff. This is like a Billie Eilish kind of thing, like in her world. Like so, I can see that. And but unfortunately, for someone outside like me, it's like it didn't pull me into her world, like in that kind of stuff. So. I may be just talking ridiculous right now, but that's my point I want to make.
Yeah, we could be very wrong. Judging by the views on this video in one day, I have a feeling people are going to tell us we're very wrong. But that's not going to change my opinion.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Yes.
I feel Billie Eilish has done better.
Yeah,
I feel Billie
100%.
Eilish will do better.
Yeah.
And I have not listened to this entire release of hers, but I promise you, this shouldn't have been the song that was in the music video. Just knowing her music, there should have been a better song.
Yeah, unless she's really saying in her newest project that she's going a different direction totally, or she wants to try something new. I get it, but I don't think that's a good thing. That's not even a good excuse.
I don't think boring music. Like she can go into a different direction. I don't think boring's the direction
no,
she should.
that's fair, right?
Going.
It's not a good excuse. I just say that because a lot of people say that, like, oh, they're going a new direction and stuff like that. But like, so, yeah. I don't have anything else to say before we get to the scoring. Do you have anything else to add before we get to that part?
Yeah. I do. I want to pre-rebuttal an argument
Oh, okay. Let's go.
that I've just given myself. The funness of the song and the lyrical maybe shock value of "I can eat that girl for lunch," or she's dancing on my tongue, or "I can give you some place to sit."
Yeah.
That's nice and all. Lyrical shock value is cool.
Yeah.
You still need a good song.
Ah.
And when the lyrical shock value wears off, is there still a good track underneath? There's not a bad one here, but there's not one worth caring about.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I think that needs to be factored in. You can't just say, "Oh, the lyrics." Well, guys, this isn't that in depth. This isn't like,
Yeah.
quadruple entendres or lyrics that change the world.
She's not reciting farewell.
They're
to
not even
arms.
that shocking.
Yeah.
And you still got to have a good song, and
Right.
she's had a lot better than this, and life goes on.
100%. 100%. I will agree to a point. I said I was very indifferent on Billie Eilish, but from what I've heard, because she's everywhere and stuff like that, she's had it better just from immediate, like 2-second hearing other songs.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's pretty much that. I know I can keep going, but like just not really point. I'm just gonna keep repeating myself basically. So let's get to the scoring. For anyone new here, we do a 1 to 13 scale. So, yeah.
It's not that bad, guys. Just
Yeah.
spoiler.
I'm just saying we have a 1 to 13 scale. 6 to 7 is around an average song. Just for context, everyone, if you're new here.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
6.5 is dead average.
Yeah, 6.5 dead. So if we give a 6 and a 7, you can just assume that area is like it's a pretty average song, and whatever you want to interpret that is. But to us, it's an average song. So anyway, you want to start off here, or you want to let me, or you need more time to ruminate? How are we going to?
No, I'll go.
Okay.
I'll just go for it. I'm going to
Okay.
pre-explain. So
Okay.
we may sound like we were really shitting on the track, but
Mm-hmm.
if you noticed, our main argument was we're going to forget this track exists in a month. That means it's not bad enough to give a very low score, right? Everybody remembers bad songs. I sing bad songs for fun. I will never do that to this song. So this to me is just a straight 6. It's not good enough to break the average of a curve. It's not bad enough, or maybe didn't take enough risks to
Yeah.
come below that.
Okay.
It's just there in that sea of area where 50% of things exist. Well, I'll forget it exists ever.
Oof.
Existed ever.
Okay. So 6. It's dead 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead 6.
Okay. Wow. All right. I was actually gonna say. Oh man, I was gonna say 6, but part of me wants to say 6.5. But then right now I'm thinking about it even more. I kind of want to go down to 5.5. So you can already tell I'm very mixed about like how is it average? Like it's just an average song. I feel so.
Well, if 6.5 is dead average, I put 6 because I
Yeah.
feel it's slightly below.
Slightly below,
what I would
yeah.
call, it's slightly below what I would call like a mean or of quality.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. All right. I'll probably just match you then. I don't want to think any more about it. Like 5.5 to 6.5. I'm like all right, whatever. But like, yeah. I'll match you there. It's a 6.
It's on the lower side. It's below average, but on the higher side of below average.
Yeah, it's interesting because I'm in my head. I'm putting scenarios like if it came on the radio, I was like, oh, it sounds pretty, happy. Fun,
Yeah, I just go like this.
Yeah, like
And then
that.
after 45 seconds, I would be like, huh.
Yeah, I don't think this works in a
like
car. I don't really just think this works like just like.
Oh,
I wouldn't play. it.
I feel like if this is on in the car and you're driving on the highway, you're crashing.
Oh my god.
You'll get hypnotized by how samey the entire song is.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. All right. I think we will came out
All
of
right,
this.
guys, that was hyperbolic.
Yeah,
it's not like
it
we're putting the chemical.
was hyperbolic. Yes, that was because you knew being hyperbolic. But still. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
think if this came up in a car, I'd be honest, I'd probably listen to 30 seconds and skip. So yeah.
Yeah. If it came on like something I had control of, I would skip after 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 6 is my score. I will say though, there is a voice in my head saying it's a little lower, but I don't know. It's not convincing
Even
me.
a 5.9 to shut the voice up.
All right, 5.96. Anyway, we're both saying 6. I'm fine with that. Hey Billy, if you're trying something cool and stuff like that, this shouldn't have been the single. Like this should not have been.
Yeah.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's So
I haven't heard the other stuff, of
I,
course.
I,
I
I
know.
love trying new things. My favorite artist does different things every album.
Yeah.
It's cool as a musician, but look, Billy, you're still making pop music. You're not reinventing the wheel here, and this song is. If this is reinventing the wheel, just stick with the wheel you had.
Okay.
It was working. It was working really well.
Mm.
This is just boring.
Yeah. I echo the same thing. It's kind of I expected a little better, even though I was indifferent. So there we go. Anything last thing you want to say about Billie Eilish in
I
general,
expected
or
a lot better because the songs that I like of her, I really like.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, she is a big player in the music industry, and like I just expected more punch, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, well, anyway, anything else to add about Billie Eilish?
No.
No. Yeah. Me
No,
either.
not at all.
So
I think I'm good.
yeah, I think we did. So that was lunch. Thank you
but
everyone for watching and getting to this
Everyone,
point.
tell us what you think
Yes,
because
please.
I'm assuming a lot of people like this.
You Eilish fans out there, please let us know. Like we're trying to hear what maybe we're trying to hear something we're missing or something like that. That could definitely be
Yeah.
it. But
Yes.
like if you agree,
And-
disagree with us, let us know. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Absolutely. Well, catch you next time, guys.
All right.
Thanks
Catch you
for
in the
coming to the
next
show.
one. Thanks again. Bye bye now.